Hi everyone, Messy Coder here. Welcome to another Unity video, and in this video we're checking out the Polygon Cities pack from SyntyStudios. These are the guys who just recently won the Asset Store Award for Best Artistic Content. Congratulations SyntyStudios, and we're going to be playing about with the Polygon City pack, giving a bit of a preview to a tutorial that we got coming up in the next video for Scriptable Objects. See you in a second. Here we are inside the Polygon City pack from SyntyStudios, and it is breathtakingly lovely. I have to say, I do love this style. I love this polygon look. I have no use for it for any of my own projects, pretty much, but they're just too beautiful not to get and play about with. Don't let the name fool you. These aren't like really low poly. They are detailed still. If you want something that is really low poly, you can get the simple pack from Synty stuff. Those are pretty much just squares and stuff. But look at this polygon look. The polygons packs from SyntyStudios. There is a few different polygon creators out there, and the SyntyStudios ones just look the cleanest for me. They do. Like here, see these different colors on this polygon. This lighting that you've got there. It just looks really nice. It just feels great. They are, in my opinion at the moment, the best when it comes to these polygon styles. Not to say the others aren't doing it well, it's just that just something about these ones that I really enjoy. I really do like them. So there you go. We're playing about with this pack and we're going to have a bit of fun. Just walking around. This is a bit of a preview, not a full review. This is just me mucking about and talking to you about a tutorial that I want to start doing because I've got excited about Scriptable Objects. In the Polygon City pack from SyntyStudios, we get a lot of stuff. We get a lot of shops, offices, apartments. We got a lot of buildings. There's a hospital over there. Let's have a peek and have a look at the hospital. We get hospitals, police stations. We get a lot of cars, police cars, naughty police car. Well, some would be very upset with this police car having parked on the pavement. But I think there's a zombie apocalypse, so you know, you can't really blame them too much. You get hospital. Look at that nice hospital. People, you don't see them now because of this zombie apocalypse. They've all run away. But you get policemen, city workers. You get loads of stuff. A lot of stuff. And what I'm going to do with this pack in my little tutorial is I'm going to use it for my Scriptable Objects tutorial. That's right, Scriptable Objects, which are, well, they've been around forever. Think of them pretty much exactly the same as mono behavior scripts, but the only difference being, as a major difference, is that you don't attach them to a game object in your scene. They live in the magical space that is your, oh, look at this on the floor. It's a bit weird, isn't it? So you live in a magical space that you don't need to attach them to anything, but you can share them, you can reference them and share them many times without needing to worry about duplicating the values. So if you had a scriptable object and you were using it to store car data, for example, so all cars shared the same common stats or methods or whatever, you would stick that all into a scriptable object and all of them will reference that one. When you change that one, everyone else is all updated, and the best thing about it is that it only costs, like, say if it was 4K worth of data in that scriptable object and 100 things were using it, it would only be 4K. Otherwise, if you were saving that data into those objects, you would be timesing that 4K by 100 objects. So that's 400 objects. So 400K, whatever. Bit of maths there, isn't it? I'm pretty sure that's how it works. I was drunk when I was learning about it, so I think it counts. Anyway, so other thing we can do in Scriptable Objects, we can use them for having, say, methods for these cars. So if these cars were all sharing the same rules and methods that they were using to driving, then I'll just have that on that Scriptable object, and I would only needing to be referencing those scripts from there. So that's another cool thing. Mainly though, people mainly use it is for data. And you can use it not just for storing values, but also for creating lists. So I'm using it at the moment as a fancy enum. Think of it like that. So I've got lots of businesses in my game, and I'm using a scriptable object for each of those building types that are being used in the business. Like, you know, this hot dog van, for example, could have its data stored in a scriptable object, and all hot dog vans share the same resource. So I've got building categories, and the building categories are things like industrial, residential, commercial, stuff like that, and they are effectively used as a list. So when I'm building something, I can select from that list what category that building belongs to. But those are all scriptable objects. So if I wanted to add a category such as agricultural or military or government, for example, I don't have to edit the original enum, which means that the version that I've got now is different than the version that Steve's got on his computer, and the version control, if I want to merge, and then he might have a conflict. No, I just create another scriptable object, and I chuck it in the project, and then when he gets the updated version of the project, he sees my file, and it just updates its scene. Nice, fancy, isn't it? So it's great for doing things. I think it's great for designers to being able to play about and not have to worry about code as well. They just drop in a scriptable object that is an art asset file or something like that. And scriptable objects, when you create them, they are, it took me a bit of getting used to, they create something called an asset file. And that asset file is the instance of that scriptable object. So for example, the agricultural or the industrial or commercial scriptable object, those effectively are asset types, instances of my building category scriptable object. So my scriptable object is building category, and the asset instance is commercial, industrial, and residential. And I've got now a sub version of that called building types. So pardon me, my brain is kind of melting at the moment because I'm not feeling well. But we've got building types, and those building types, say for the residential ones, are houses, hotels, shacks, apartments. We can't end up being a circle. We've already been here. And each of those is an asset of the building type scriptable object. And again, that means that I can just create another asset. I can say, all right, I want a tent as a residential asset type. And in my list, I can go through and see all of the available ones. And then on this building here, I can say, okay, this is a residential building. And what type of building type is it? It's a butcher's or a grocer's or a hairdresser's. And those are getting, then it's got values assigned to it. So it's saying basically all building types have got values such as output or cost or stuff like that. And they all share those values. And when I update that one asset or instance, all of the buildings that were using that reference then get it updated because they're referencing that same asset. And then I could use it in a script. In this building here, if he had a script attached to it, and he also had the asset for the scriptable object attached to it, then I could use those values and make use of them. Fancy, isn't it? We just walked through that car. So there you go. That's what we're going to be playing about with scriptable objects. And what we're going to do with our scriptable objects and this scene, well, we're going to create some kind of Tropico/GTA world where there's going to be people walking around, going to work, going home, having a laugh, having a play, basically create interactable real life NPCs in this lovely Polygon world that is the City Polygon pack. What do you guys think? Bit of a giggle? Yeah. Alright boys and girls, I'm off to bed. I'm not feeling very well, so I'm going to quickly edit this, put it together and stick it onto internet for you guys to have a little bit of a natter, have a play, have a bit of fun with this Polygon City pack from SyntyStudios. Oh, look at that. I can see through this building. Oh dear, when they were doing this demo scene, they left a couple of gaps there. Here's naughty. There you go. With a demo scene every now and again. You know what I say about demo scenes? They need to be perfect because I'm too lazy to do it myself. That's not what I say. That's what I think though. Right, that's that Taco Bell. Yep. Look, what I love is that you see that taco and then it's like got that frame attaching it to the building. And you got these security cameras. We could put a pivot on there and have a security camera and have it move and follow, rotate in a path. That would be fun. Little stuff like that just makes the city come to life. And don't worry, we're still doing the FPS face-off and we're still finishing off the castle face-off. It's just that I got, jumping over a car, got a bit excited by scriptable objects and I wanted to let you guys know what I'm up to. Whee! Let's play hopscotch. Oh, we need to reduce the top. Wow, I'm jumping a little bit. Oh, I didn't realise I was so strong. My legs are strong. Look at me jumping about. And if you do like these videos and you want to see more of them, do click on that big, on the car, do click on that big juicy subscribe button, tell your friends, tell your neighbours, knock on people's doors, write letters to your local MP and politicians, and remember, if you do like it, click it. Till next time.
If you want to see more of my crazy videos, click on the left side of your screen now, and down below there's that big juicy subscribe button, and right next to it is the magic bell that if you click it, it will tell you if I've got a new video coming out. Till next time.